No, 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 no! Wait, 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 wait! Wait, 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 wait! I'm getting what I deserve, I'm reaping what I sow,
What is up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the reasonably ruthless Dr. Disaster, and a scene from Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 has been making the rounds on social media in the past day ever since the game released, and when you look at it, you find it hard not to laugh. When you see this scene, because I'm going to show it to you in just a minute here, but when you see it for yourself, you will understand why people are mocking it. Never mind some of the cringe in the dialogue and whatnot, just pay attention to the god-awful animation, which is enough to take you completely out of the story. If this is even kind of emblematic of what the rest of the game's polish looks like, then you can see why the reviewers scored it so low on Metacritic.
How very, very awful.
And you can also see why they'd score it so low on Steam. But without further ado, here is that clip. I'm not sure if you will laugh or cringe or some combination of both. After the clip plays, I will show you what my reaction was. But either way, here it is.
Satisfied. The gardener is gone. Your moonflowers are gone. And soon, you too will be gone.
I will never leave you. For you, dear fire, are mine. Mine! My love!
Alright, me arties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've had a lot of people tell me that they have been unwillingly unsubscribed to the channel, so make sure you check on that, and also, give me a follow over on X, where my handle is Dr. Disaster1, and if you feel like chipping in and supporting the channel and helping keep the lights on, consider becoming a member for as little as $5 per month. But alright, now that you have seen the sort of craftsmanship that Bloodlines 2 has to offer, let's see what people are saying about it. You can see why players on Steam have scored this game at a mixed rating at the outset. This score is actually up several percentage points from when I first checked it a few hours ago, but still, this ain't looking good. People are unhappy with the shoddy work done in this game, and to be honest, based on the gameplay that I've seen, this is a score that is pretty damn well deserved. If you look at the player count, the numbers are underwhelming. They topped out on launch day on Steam with about 27,000 concurrent players. This has been a pretty hard game to predict as far as sales numbers go. The original game was pretty well loved, and the IP has its cult following, but the fact that this isn't really an RPG, and the fact that after a decade of working on this game, we still have shitty animation like what we saw in that clip before, well, the game seems to deserve this reception in my opinion. But let's go through some of these reviews on Steam to get a handle on what's being said. This review here seemed pretty fair. The person who wrote it gave it a thumbs down and said, much like you stole another vampire's power from the start, this sequel is Bloodlines in name only. Skill tree? Nah, it's a skill stick. Inventory? Nope, just a few potions you can pick up, traits or talents? Also no charisma checks or extra dialogue. Hell, you don't even get cool clan perks like Intimidate or something. Barely put time in game since I am planning to refund this and to wait for a heavy discount before I even look at it again. I'd suggest the same for you. Wait for sale, since by that time, any jankiness will hopefully have been patched out by that time. Props to listening to fans to remove the $30 2 clans behind a paywall BS. I gave the game a chance because of it, but it's too linear for me. Everything felt so lifeless, but hey, the music was good. And then this guy said, no weapons? No stats, no inventory, are they mental? We removed everything you loved about the original, enjoy this sequel. If it's not a true successor for the OG game, then they shouldn't have named it as such. But let's be honest, the only reason they're calling it as such is to get more sales. All I want is a vampire RPG with a vast open city and character creation so I can make a vampire unique to me, but apparently that's just simply impossible. Well, on the bright side, The Blood of Dawnwalker comes out next year, and the dude absolutely hit the nail on the head with this review in my opinion. It sure seems like the devs had a certain kind of game that they wanted to make, which wasn't particularly similar to the original Bloodlines, but the only way they could get this project pushed through was by making a sequel. That got the game greenlit, but this turd never should have seen the light of day, at least not with this name attached to it. But this review here is positively brutal and touches on a few important points that not many people are talking about. It says here, how does a sequel releasing nearly 21 years later have less content and do everything worse in every way imaginable? There is almost no substance in this game, non-existent RPG elements, extremely linear story, and a dead world. While the main character is slightly intriguing, there is nothing interesting about being a Mary Sue / Gary Stu and having everyone already know who I am and grovel at my feet. Just being told that I'm this amazing being without being shown it is boring and doesn't make me feel connected to this character at all. All story objectives in this game just have you running through this big empty city from point A to point B. In the first game, each city has a ton of random NPCs you can speak and interact with, learning more about the city and doing small side quests. In my 3 hours of gameplay, the only NPCs I ever encountered outside of the main story were copy and paste, prostitutes, bums, and random police, none of them having unique dialogue or anything interesting to say in general. While creating your character and choosing your clan in the original game, it gives you a solid lore summary on every clan before you make your choice. The sequel has no explanation on what each clan's characteristics are lore-wise and only really affects abilities. Bloodlines 1 was my first entry into the world of darkness, and it did an amazing job enthralling me into this universe. This game just does a poor job of hooking the player into it all. Gameplay just isn't fun, there's no longer any variety to combat, all scenarios are exactly the same. With the removal of the RPG system, the only weapons available are your fists and clan abilities. There are no melee weapons or guns. They've completely removed player variety besides picking a different clan. Also, there is no penalty for murdering people. While there is a Masquerade system, the violations are just on a timed meter that completely disappear if you hide in a corner, like GTA. And if you do end up violating the Masquerade, you instantly die. No fighting vampire hunters, no different dialogue, you literally just die and get sent back to your last checkpoint. And to be honest, I hadn't heard that yet, but that is lame as hell. Ultimately, this is a game that deserves the hate that it's getting through and through. And let me say this, even if you are a hardcore Vampire the Masquerade fan, if the IP is something that you truly love and feel compelled to experience, then do yourself a favor and at least wait for the deep discounts on this game. You've already waited 2 decades for a sequel to Bloodlines, and I strongly suspect that you won't have to wait too long for those deep discounts on this game. But I'm gonna leave it there. Tell me, did you cringe or laugh at that clip that I showed you from this game? Drop your thoughts on the game into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching me, Hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.